I was immortal. I lived to see 1,000 generations look to the stars, and it made me wonder why. They were the unchanging part of the heavens, not to be questioned or explored. The world revolved around me and the heavens revolved around the earth. The heavens were a place you traveled after you died, and it would be beautiful and perfect. At first I was happy. I thought I could truly experience more than any other man had in his time on this earth. A life without blank spaces, the choices that led people on their one path to me. It was a grid where I could come back and make another. I could be a doctor, a lawyer, a baker, a businessman. The pain of a man who can only buy one ticket to one place was not a pain I understood. I could go anywhere, learn anything, and be anyone. What I wanted was selfish. A lover, a parent. I watched my children grow old and die over and over again. Forget and fall in love for a short period before everything was stripped away from me. An endless cycle of life and death surrounded me, and my feeling for the world eroded away until there was nothing. I was just existing. And then I played an extra in the lives of others, each man naively thinking that he was the center of the universe, the sun, the protagonist in his own story, with his friends and family being the planets that were orbiting him. I was an extra, a star in the backdrop, never allowing myself to be cast by anyone ever again, and each one of them looked to the stars. Things were happening, worlds colliding, atoms splitting, and journeys ending. Once in a decade, maybe someone would try and reach out to me. The rare times when films were true and people tried to care, but efforts were fleeting, and so were the meetings as old age swept them away like dust. A speck of nothing that to someone was everything. Their life, with their problems and memories, were nothing compared to mine, and nothing compared to history. And all the while they looked to the stars, the only things that were unchanging. Though now the world revolved around the sun and the sun around the center of a galaxy, it all looked the same to me. It was like I'm a man sent from God, an observer, no matter how much I chose to participate to see how long he could endure the wandering of man on earth. When I returned to the place I was born, it had changed so much I realized I had come from a different time. It had traveled into the future where I was a foreigner. They did things different here. I didn't understand the locals. It was like a new place. I thought of all the places I'd been that had changed too. There was still so much to do. I sat next to a dying man. His eyes met mine and he asked me to share my sorrows. I told my story and he turned away. His frail hand stroked the window pane and he said to me, "When you're on a train looking out into the city, and you see all the houses and windows passing you, you'll realize you'll never be able to look through those windows back at the train." It was like when you look at the stars in a distant galaxy and you see all the worlds in front of you, you will never be able to visit. It wasn't until then I realized what a fool I had been. With all the time in the world, I was still trapped in one body at one time on one planet. The stars in the sky were like twinkling eyes of laughing faces looking down on me from above. And those eyes, we had named them to make them our own, to put a hold on them from far away. They were untouchable. They were everything you could never do, and suddenly, finally, I felt the pain of the